So the first thing I'm going to do this morning is make my breakfast. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to have. So my friend Becca works for Herbalife and she has introduced me to the healthy breakfast, which if you're doing Slimming World, the shake is either 4.5 or 5 syns, but I'll let you know, and the tea is half a syn, but I'm going to show you what I do. So the tea I'm using this week is this Herbalife Nutrition. It's the original flavour, which the other flavours are actually nicer, but this one is what you get in your starter pack. So this is what I'm having. You put half a teaspoon into a mug of tea. So it smells a bit like lemsip, but it doesn't really taste like anything, to be honest, and the tea is half a syn and it's full of natural caffeine, so it helps you feel more awake. So this is the starter pack you get with Herbalife. It comes with 6 shakes and 6 portions of the tea. The shake I'm going to have this morning is the cookies and cream flavour, which is 4.5 syns, and I'm going to show you how to make it. So I've put 250 ml of semi-skimmed milk, which I'm going to use as my Healthy Extra A, into this cup. Obviously, if you need, if you don't have your Healthy Extra left, or if you don't want to use it up on the milk, then you can use other types of milk, or you can use water, but I think it's worth using my milk allowance for this shake. So there we go, that's 5 syns and that's breakfast. So I've been having the shakes and the tea for 5 days now. I've got 1 more day left in my starter pack. I'm hoping that it's helped me lose weight, but I've got Slimming World today and on my way in, so I will find out and let you know. Okay, so I've had a bit of a lazy morning, but it's lunchtime. I've not planned at all what I'm going to eat, which can be a good thing and can be a bad thing. I have a feeling today it might be a bit of a bad thing because I'm not going shopping until later. I've stupidly just put the washing machine on, so it might be a bit loud when I'm in the kitchen, so sorry about that. Okay, so this is what I found in the fridge and freezer. Looks like I'm going to be having a Slimming World burger, which are really good. The Weight Watcher wraps are, you can have one for your Healthy Extra B, so I will do that with some Mangetout tomatoes and beetroot. I may put a little bit of lighter than light mayo in as well, but we'll see. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to use a tablespoon of the Aldi lighter than light mayonnaise, which is half a syn per tablespoon, so that's really good. So I've made sure I've got my third speed food in my wrap. Got my bag on top. There is no way this is going to close, but that will do. Looks like a nice lunch. So I'm about to cycle into town for Slimming World, looking amazing. Okay, so I've just about recovered from my cycle now. It's time to make dinner. I think I'm going to do jacket potatoes with chilli. I microwave my jackets first for about 8 minutes, just so that they are nice and tender, ready to go in the oven. The jackets will be in the oven for about half an hour, and I'm going to cut up an onion and a pepper. So I'm just going to spray the pan with quite a few sprays of the Frylight sunflower oil. I'm going to put it on to the highest setting just to heat that up. Then when it's kind of bubbling, I'll put in, I've got a 250 gram pack of 5% mince. And then I will put in the onions, and then I'll leave the peppers and Mangetout for a little bit. I put some Mangetout in as well just to add to the speed food. Right, so now that's cooking nicely. I'm going to put some spices in and some flavours before I put the tomatoes on. So maybe a little controversial, but I've got curry powder, turmeric, paprika and some chilies to add a bit more heat. I'll just put probably about a teaspoon of each, not that much, just to give it some flavour. Now I'm going to add a tin of drained kidney beans and a tin of chopped tomatoes. The great thing about chilli is that they all look different. You can literally chuck in whatever you like, any veg you have, mushrooms or carrots, or you can use a lot more meat than I've used. I'm going to put in a little bit of tomato puree as well, just to thicken it up a bit, but that is looking really good. There we go, so I'm just going to let that cook for the last few minutes that the potatoes have. I think they've got about 5 minutes left, slightly lower temperature, and that will be good to go. So there we go. 2 big chilli and jacket dinners for us. Lots left over to do lunch tomorrow with chilli or rice, and it's full of speed food and lots of lovely healthy things. So that was the first a day in the life of me. I guess a pretty chilled one today, despite the cycle. I mean, I'm not at work at the moment, so I'm not really planning my meals. When I'm back at work next week, I will be definitely planning everything, and everything will seem a little bit more organised, so the meals might be slightly more interesting than they were today. But I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you've got any questions or if you want any particular recipes. I'm happy to try things out. I hope you enjoyed my first vlog. Now I have 6.5 syns left, so I'm gonna go and treat myself to a gin and tonic and a chocolate. Bye guys, see you soon.